Hello, everyone. It says we're live, but YouTube's a little bit behind. So, hello, everyone.
We are
Hello,
live.
I see Barbie. Oh, oh, that's someone's volume up. Who's that? No, I'm just kidding. Look, Christine's like, no, I didn't do it.
Fixed it. Sorry.
Yes, you're fine. I see
Never mind.
Barbie. Oh, did you want to say something? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was trying to blame Christine, but I couldn't figure out which way to point.
Oh, I see Caroline, Unit Star Girl. I see Deb Sherman. Hey, Deb, girl. Thanks for coming. I see I see Helen Booty, New England 50. Y'all know how much I love her. Woo, I love me some Helen Booty. Hey, Jessica, 50 Shutterbug.
Hey, Jessica.
So, we're gonna just chat for a minute. Let some. Oh, she's driving and listening. You go, girl. You go, Helen. You do all the things, Helen. Um, so, you know what? I didn't make Barbie a moderator. Hang on. Uh, okay, now she's a moderator. Um, so I'm gonna let people come in, and we're gonna wait a few minutes and just have a little. Girl, thanks. I just got it did yesterday, Barbie. We're gonna chat a little bit before we let some people come in. We are talking reselling and working full time, which is lots of fun. It is. And I've got two other people here with me. I've got Side Street Market, that is Christine. And I got Carolina Princess, Sweet Treats and Pretties, Beth. We
Hey,
all
y'all.
three work full time and resell. Hey, Paul, my friend Paul. Hey, Paul Winters.
Hey,
Huh?
Paul.
We scored some Irish pottery during the week. So there's a little reel on my Instagram. Yes. Hey, Christine, less than $10. How you doing, girl? So yeah, we're letting people come. Hey, Deborah. Deborah's here. Hey, girl. Thanks for coming by.
Hey,
Um,
Miss Deborah.
I know. Hey, Dirt Road Memories, Geneva. That's Geneva, y'all, in case y'all didn't know. Um, so we're gonna just oh, I see you, Miss Kathy, Kitty Cat. Hey, girl, hey. So uh hey, Thrifty Hippie. So we're just gonna chat about working full time and reselling. And so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell y'all now, and we'll say it again in the middle of the chat. There will be a giveaway today. It will be a 6 by 6 by 6 box coming from me to you. It will be British sweets or candy and
Mm.
a vintage item. And it's weighs about a kilo, which for y'all folks is 2.3 pounds, I think, or something thereabouts. I don't know the exact exchange rate for pounds to kilos. So we're just gonna let people come in. If you guys have questions while we're having a chat, man, ask them because this there's a lot of people who do this, work full time and resell part time. So we'll get to
Hey,
talking about
Dolores.
that. Yes, ma'am.
Dolores, can I take a moment to say congratulations to you for hitting 500 subscribers? I'm so excited. Yay.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That was fun.
Thank you. Now YouTube, give me my community tab. So
It takes a minute, but the community
I
tab
do.
is so much fun.
Just
Hey,
share the
Michelle.
tab and no one gets
Hey,
hurt.
Michelle. Yeah, I was excited. I was really happy. You guys helped me. Daniel helped me. And a lot of people who obviously subscribed have helped me. So I really appreciate it. I can't wait to bring y'all all the things on the community tab. So I do have some ideas, and I will be sharing them on my community tab. And I just can't wait. Hello. Okay. There's a cat, y'all. Hey, Sharon Delaney, girl. Pam, Cuties Collectibles. Hey,
Hey,
girl.
Pam. Pam did so good on her sale with Stephanie this morning, y'all. It was only her second sale. She did really well.
She's gonna be doing it now.
She's got the bug.
All right, so we've got 19 people here, so I'm gonna go ahead and start introducing folk. Now, we've got Christine from Side Street Market. Tell them a little bit about yourselves, like what you do, like your work and your reselling. Just a little synopsis.
Well, I'm a full time, I guess you could call me an industrial designer. So it's like a graphic design field, and I work Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. Where I differ from the ladies is that I'm full time remote right now. And then I also resell on eBay and Etsy, and I do drop sales. So, and I've been on Etsy full bore 2019. I started eBay 2020 hardcore. So this year is my third year with all that.
Okay, good. That's interesting. That's good to know. I mean, I knew that, but I don't know if a lot of people knew that. So, Beth, tell us a little bit about yourself, your work, and your reselling.
Hey, y'all. Hey. I am on the downside of my career because I am only like 2 years from retiring because I'm old and I've been doing it for a long time. So I was on Vintage Rescue Squad, and we talked a little bit about this before. I was a compliance coordinator for a campus overseeing all special education and Section 504 programs. My background is in special needs and advocacy for that. I was a teacher and a administrator, but now I want to do less and have less responsibility so I can start making that transition and start building up my business that I've had for probably, I think,
Mhm.
really doing business has been about 6 or 7 years. But I haven't done the YouTube and reselling like that and the booth stuff except for about YouTube's only been like a year and something, but the reselling and stuff like that has been probably 3 years. Before that, it was mainly with the sweet treats. So right now, I get to be a front desk receptionist at an elementary school. So I get to see kiddos still, but I don't have to do lesson plans. I don't have to do discipline. I don't have to handle complaints. I answer the phone. I do fun things with the kids. So I'm loving life. I actually work 7:30 to 3:30 Monday through Friday, and I'm on a school calendar, which is really nice. So that gives me my holiday time. The only drawback is that when I quit my job and took about a $55,000 pay cut to do
Oof.
this life change,
Oof.
which was this is the first year of doing that, and that's kind of what we talked about on the Vintage Rescue Squad when I was on there. I did take a large pay cut, but with that came a lot of peace and extra time. The only downside that I have found is that I'm 45 minutes away from
Mm.
my job. So I leave at about 6:30 in the morning. I get home at about 4:30 or 5, depending on traffic. But I, started YouTube kind of by accident, but I've been reselling for a while. I do have a booth that I maintain. I have shows that I do. Typically, it's 1 to 2 shows, but now this year it's 3 shows. And I did a video about kind of a little bit about what it takes to be a vendor in a show. And I do live sales too. So it's a lot of fun. And the paycheck difference, the piece that comes with that is I'm fine with that. But I still work full time. I get dressed and leave the house every day and drive 45 minutes one way and work.
Wow, I mean, yeah, you did take a big pay cut and you took a risk, which, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even though you're still working full time, that's still a risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Excuse me, y'all. I work in the automotive textile industry. I work for the research and development department. So we're working on things that are going to come out in like 5 years' time. So in the automotive, in cars. And uh, I resell. I sell on Etsy, eBay. I do Instagram sales, static sales. I've done a couple of live sales, but I mainly do Instagram sales on Instagram. And I occasionally sell on YouTube with other resellers. It's a little different here. Um, it's a little bit the selling like on YouTube isn't as big here, and I've never seen it on YouTube in the UK. I see it in the States, and there's many reasons for that. So I will go on like Daniel's channel or Kathy Kitchen Cats or Bass channel and do it, mystery box here and there. But mainly it is Etsy and eBay. So Now that we just talked about Nancy Smith wants to know what your full-time job was again, Beth.
Yeah, I went down from, let's get that bot real quick. I went down
Thank you.
from administrative position, Nancy, to I work in the front office of a elementary school. So um, I'm still a lot uh, away from home, which is the one thing that I didn't kind of take into account. But you learn.
So I'm sorry, I was just getting the bot, y'all.
Yeah, we got it. I think we got it anyway.
Yeah,
I think
we got
there's
it.
a lag. The lag's just, I think we all went after it, and
Yeah, everybody got it. Everybody's shooting at it. Okay, so here's the biggest. I'm just gonna jump right in with the biggest issue that we resellers face, and that is time. So, how to manage your time when you're working full time, uh, and how much time you spend uh, reselling after work on the weekends. So, what is your, I'll ask you both, and you can answer. Uh, what is your time saving or your time management? What's the best thing you can do for time management? Management. How do you manage your time? What is one of the biggest things you use to manage your time and when you're working full time and reselling?
Go ahead, Christine.
Go
okay,
ahead, Christine. Young.
I use one of these.
Okay.
It's
Mm-hmm.
the calendar books, like an agenda. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, the biggest thing is the deer in the headlights. You have a limited amount of time, and you're sitting there, and you're like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and then half an hour goes by, and you've gotten nothing done. So what I do is each morning I get up and I know what is my priority. I got to get my listings done because that brings in money. So listings are first on the list. And I just every morning I make a list and I start with that list. I get as much done before my day job as I can. In the evenings after work, I finish off the list. What doesn't get done gets pushed next. But it's that um, prioritizing uh, and even the stuff you don't like to do, if you couldn't get it done that day because you push it to the end, make it first your next day. Or put a system in place like I have a cart system. If it's on that cart in front of the photo box, I have to photograph it. That is the rule. And that's how stuff I don't want to list gets listed because I make myself because it's next in line. So just get yourself a system like that. And I found that's what's helped me the most to be productive. And I managed to list 25 items every week, and I have over 660 listings in my shops. So that's my first thing I do in the morning with coffee. The cats and I sit down and we do our listings. So that's my tip.
That is a
Yeah,
good tip.
Christine is a morning person. I am not a morning person. As they know from listening to me on Marco Polo, driving the 45 minutes to work, and I share my trials in the dark. Because when I leave, it's completely dark, and then when the time change was, I was coming home, it was completely dark. I'm a lot like Christine. So I tried to get a new planner because I was going to have so less responsibilities. I usually had a planner that was by 15-minute increments. Well, just to start off with, I do tend to have some OCD issues. That's okay, but it helps me. Time is one of those obsessive compulsive things that I deal with. I am a stickler for time in my mind. And so everything that I did was in that planner. Well, and my job was so fast paced and it was back to back meetings. I mean, literally, we were back to back in meetings or trainings. So when I quit that job, I was like, I'm going to have so much more time. I'm not going to need that. I'm just going to get a little planner that, has the month, and then it has like the week, but it's blank, so no big deal. Well, I'm not able to do that because the time is not there and the space was not big enough. So it is really strange. I need to go back to a new calendar. when I do a brain dump of all the things, I actually write it down and do on paper. And literally, if I have to go to the bank or if I have to, go to the booth or whatever, I have a calendar and I also have a YouTube calendar. But like Christine, I think it is writing down what you must get done in this day. I am blessed because I don't do YouTube or Etsy or anything that I
No,
have to do listings for.
You mean
you do
eBay?
YouTube. You mean eBay?
Yes, eBay or sorry,
Yeah,
eBay or Etsy. I don't do that because y'all, that listing is so time consuming. When I
a little
talk to
bit.
these ladies, they're either photographing or they're listing. I mean, Christine probably spends an hour and a half in the morning because I'm driving to work and she's listing prior to her day job. At like, who thinks at 5 in the morning to do descriptions? I couldn't do it.
And I
And
only have to do that because I'm so burned out from my day job. By the end of the day,
Mm,
I found if I don't put the listings first, I
Mhm.
don't do
yeah,
them after work.
got
Now, when
it.
I
Yeah,
have to
makes
return to
sense.
the office, I'm sure this whole schedule is going to change because my commute is to my other desk right now. But
Right,
I used to
Yeah.
get up
right.
at 4 a.m. for my day job when I had to be there at 7 and list before going to work. So,
You ain't listed at no 4 a.m. now.
I mean, my listings would be rubbish because I mean, I write like I talk to start with, so let's just put that out there. But I do think that time management begins for anyone, and we've taught organization before. So I think it begins with literally putting everything down on paper that you have to do, and don't think you're going to hold it in your head because something is going to be a time
Oh,
sucker, like when I
hmm,
came home and it was pouring water, the city main had broken. Well, you have to stop and do that because I had planned to come home and prep for a live sale and do all that stuff. Well, that was all completely gone. So there are time suckers in life that are emergencies that you have to deal with. But writing it down on paper has been one of the biggest things. I can't put it in my phone because half the time I can't find my phone. Let's just be honest. So that's not doing me any good. I have to put it in paper and be able to
hmm,
manipulate it.
hmm.
I put it all in pencil because I have to be able to manipulate it. Do I move it to the next day? Did something get canceled? So I agree with Christine. Getting a planner and really putting all of the things that you're trying to hold in your head on paper and prioritizing those based on when things are due. That's probably the biggest thing that helps me.
and it takes the stress off because you know
Mm.
you're not forgetting anything.
Yeah, I mean, I before uh last year, I didn't use a planner at all. I'll remember it. I'll put it in my phone. Nope. You know how many things I missed because I put it in my phone? Because yes, you use your phone every day, but here's what you don't do. You don't look at your calendar every day in your phone. You will go on every app on your phone, including Bubble Pop, but you will not go to your calendar on your phone. So, Jessica, Thrifty Shutterbug got me this. It is a
Nice.
day planner, and it is good. It's got all kinds of things written in there. And I now let's be clear: the first 8 hours of my day are taken up with work, with my job. However, I can then write down what I'm going to do when I get home. Sometimes I list at work. What I do is photograph, when I photograph, I write everything down. So that's all done. All the description, everything, I write down right away when I photograph it and then move on. The photos are then saved to my phone. I can then list during lunch. I mean, literally, I will list during lunch at work
Yeah.
because you have to find those little golden moments where you can start reselling, and you can say, like you say, you don't sell on YouTube, and you don't sell on Etsy and eBay, but when you do a live sale, you have to prep for it.
Yeah.
You have to put. It's not just a matter of here's my item I'm going to sell today. You're done. You have to buy the inventory. You have to list the inventory. You have to clean it and list it and put it in your inventory. Then you got to take it back out, and it's a whole thing. Whether you do it on how list it on Etsy or eBay, or whether you do a live sale. Let's not pretend like it's super easy because it's
Right.
not. There's a lot of time invested in a in a
Live sale.
in a live sale. Sorry, I was looking at.
So I actually have a
Oh yeah.
just YouTube calendar. And these
Oh,
are
okay.
all either videos that are I track when a video is coming out, when there's a sale, when there's a live chat. And you have to remember that there's prep for, like you said, for that live sale, but there's also promoting. You
Oh, I
have to
forgot about that.
promote. Okay, so 1 week out before a live sale or a chat, you're going to be promoting on Instagram, Facebook, community tabs, and all that. And then you're going to need to hit them with a sneak peek a couple of days before and the day before. Promoting is kind of like listing. It's something that you have to stop and do. I mean, yesterday is a perfect example. I was so excited because I had a nail appointment at the last minute because they canceled mine. And so I got squeezed in yesterday, and it gave me 1 hour. I sat in front of the nail salon before going all the way home and did all the promotion that I would have had to do when I got back home before. So promoting and listing any of that stuff that takes you directly to having to use your computer or devices or just need like 5 seconds, not to mention filming. Like you have to be dressed and look halfway decent to
Yeah.
film. And so you kind of schedule, okay, I have to get up and do this. Guess what? I have makeup on today. I'm filming 3 videos because you always want one day where you don't have to put on mascara or lipstick or anything.
I'm filming a drop sale after this because I got makeup on
Right.
today.
Exactly. And after this, because I'm in full drag right now, I'm going to do a haul and I'm going to do a video because I've already got this on. So I'm like, might as well go ahead and use this. So it is finding those little nuggets of time in your day to do stuff. Let me
So
tell you,
Dolores,
yes, ma'am.
sorry, somebody
Yeah.
had asked up here about the brain dump. That is actually
Oh, yeah.
a therapeutic strategy for those that struggle with obsessive compulsive, just be having OCD, and even it helps people who tend to have like ADHD or something. They try to hold everything in their head, and you forget stuff. So the that why I started using this and that brain dump strategy is literally you put down everything that comes to your head. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to do laundry. I need to call the vet's office. I need to order groceries. I need to, do whatever. You put it all down here. And then what you do is start one by one, you start seeing when the due date is for that thing. And then you schedule it. You put each thing and then schedule it on your day planner. And then you mark it off. And that way you literally, and it's the best way to help you sleep too, because you're exhausted after you do that, and everything gets put down there. And once you put the date with it, like if I have a live sale on such and such a day, okay, promotion on this day, prep this day, promote on this day, you back it up. That's just one of the strategies that I was taught that helps me a lot.
Right. Now, here's a good question, Diane Williams. Thank you. Are the financial rewards worth all the effort? If not, why do you do it? Motivation?
I like to have
That's a good
fun.
question.
I do it because it's fun for me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
my outlet.
I mean, obviously, we make money at it. I mean, we're not like Jeff Bezos, selling all our wares. So, but I do make money from it. I personally enjoy it. That I personally enjoy. I feel like I like to be busy all the time.
Yeah,
That's just
me too.
me. How about you, Christy?
Yeah, so when I got into reselling, I was having health related issues due to work. So for me, I was getting into it for the idea of perhaps doing it full time if I needed to leave my job. But then as things happened, I'm now full time remote, and that's helped. So I do it because I enjoy it. My family is very much into history. I was raised going to battlefields as a child and all that good stuff instead of Disney World. So to me, when I go out and I find these things in the store, I feel like I'm taking someone's story and I'm saving it and passing it on to someone else. And that's what keeps me going. Plus, I also, when I pick stuff, I make sure it's worth my time invested away from family.
Hey, Daniel. Look,
Yeah,
because Daniel is here.
hey Daniel, hey Tom, how you
Hey,
doing?
Jerry.
Hey Jerry, Vintage and Vino girl, how you doing? Um, yeah, I think a lot of us, once you start doing it I think people start off with several reasons why they do it, but I think everybody, when they start doing it for so long, I think it's all the same reason. I think, especially part-time, I love doing it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I love the things I find. I love the hunt of the
Yeah,
item. I'll be
it's
honest with
fun. And all the
you.
people that we've met doing it. I mean, I met Tammy
Yeah,
and Martha and
yeah,
Christine and Debbie and I have all met up. So, I mean, and what other kind of, I mean, I guess it's what you call it a hobby, but you get to meet so many cool people and you learn them like virtually, and then you have the
right.
opportunity to actually meet up with them. That's even better. And then to do the things that you like that your other friends don't kind of understand or care about, but you have a group of people that has a similar interest.
I
Yeah,
think that leads into another thing. If you're going to be doing the reselling, having that network of close friends who do it helps motivate you. I will say, since I found the reseller community and I became close with like you ladies, and I know that I talk to you both every day and Michelle on Marco Polo, I have like tripled like what I do, because I get on there and Michelle's reading Newton's cupboards, reading off her list of everything she's done, and I'm like, all right, I got to get my butt motivated. I can do this because she's doing it, and running the farm. And so, like, make sure you don't try to do it alone. It's good to have the support network. And I know I'm blessed with a very supportive spouse who, like, doesn't
Mhm.
mind that I take the
yeah,
time from us, because he goes and does his own thing. He don't
Well,
mind.
he's an author, so he writes a lot. So
yeah,
And he's an artist too. So he does his art and that. And, I do my thing. And so that helps too.
yeah. And Beth has a supportive partner.
Lovey.
Uh, I have a supportive partner. So it's having that support where they don't have to I think a lot of, like husbands who are, or other partners who are, whether husbands, wives, who are in this have to understand that y'all not gonna get a lot of attention from us. Okay, we're busy. I'm a busy lady. Make yourself your dinner. No, just kidding.
But
Um, and
as a
also,
person that works full time, and then you add
yeah,
your hobby of reselling, or your,
correct.
mine's for transitional business. I still have to cook. I still have to clean. I still
Oh
have
no,
to do all of that kind of
no, if you
stuff. We switch off weeks. So
yeah.
it's really helpful, but you still have house duties. It's, most people go to work and do their house duties.
Mm,
Um, but we have work. Actually, we tracked it, and I think we talked about this once before. When I was working my other job, it was about almost 60 hours a week. I was getting paid for 40. I was working 60. And then on the weekends and after work, I was putting in another 40, bringing this business up, right?
mm,
And so this has been in the works for a while. And he was like, there's no way that your business is going to move, which is our goal, is to get the
yeah.
business actually moving when there's not 100 hours in a week that you're awake.
Mm,
So he was like, let's try this. We talked about it, prayed about it. We did it all together. And then um, I don't have as much time as I thought I was going to have, but way less stress. And so I'm not pulling my hair out at 10 o'clock at night when I'm still trying to prep a live sale.
I mean, I'm lucky because Dave is now retired,
Yeah.
so he is a kept man, obviously. So I mean, even before though he retired, he helped a lot. You know what I mean?
He does a
So
lot.
and he does. Yeah, he does. Does he get paid? No. No, he doesn't. But okay, so here's my next question. So we talked about time management and actually having this is funny. All an addict treasures. Marianne, my partner calls it junk until it sells. Yeah. Yeah.
Lovey says I have a lot of
Although,
stuff. And then when I'm doing the inventory and saying, oh, I sold that for so and so, he's like, what? You sold that at the booth and it went for what? And he was like, yeah,
yeah,
you need to. And my booth is 45 minutes away. Other way, it's south. And so when you travel to the booth, that's another 2 hours just traveling. And then you spend your time setting up the booth and organizing it and stuff. So Time
Right.
management, man, it's the number one thing.
It is difficult, and it's hard to get into that routine. But once you, because like it was hard for me, I had to get a planner this year and really write stuff down and really look at my planner, check off what I'm doing, and then do it. It can be difficult, but it can be done because I'm telling you right now, y'all, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
And when you
I'm
have that
seriously.
consistency and you start to see the results, like when I started
Hmm.
listing 5 a day, I actually get 1 to 2 sales almost every day now. Like that constant flow is what they want to see. So it
Yeah.
reinforces you and you're like, okay. And if you fall off the wagon, we all have days we fall off the wagon
Oh yeah.
or off the horse or whatever it is. Just get back on there.
Right.
It's okay. We all need a mental break sometimes.
Hey, Miss Edith.
Uh-oh.
And
Mama's in the
and
house.
here's the thing, Dave. Will call it junk, and then he'll go and thrift.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So there's that. So okay, so I want to move on to different ways to resell. We did kind of touch on that a little bit, but if I asked each one of you, what is your favorite way to resell? Go, Christine, you first.
On online platforms.
I
Okay.
think yours would be Etsy. Christine does really good with Etsy. She's
Yeah.
But I've had that store the longest, so
Yeah.
eBay's
yeah,
really been
Hmm.
in there. But I feel like my profits are better on Etsy.
yeah.
eBay's a good filler, so yeah, Etsy definitely. Because I've tried a booth. I've had a booth. I did
Yeah.
You
live
had
sales.
two.
Yeah, I had two booths in one shop. I expanded to two, and then the Rona hit, and I closed everything down. Uh, and I lost my train of thought. But on to you, Beth.
No,
Hey,
your
Lori.
Etsy, I think your Etsy, I'm not going to say it's a higher quality of item, but because they put those parameters on there that it has to be vintage or
Mhm.
handmade or something, I think that kind of narrows what they will accept.
You
And I
get a
think
wider
people,
variety of people too. Like, well, you get a lot on eBay. So I list all my Etsy stuff is also listed on eBay. So it's on both platforms. But yeah,
Right.
you have more, like you're saying, that niche group of people going to Etsy to look for certain genres, vintage, that may not think to go to
Hmm.
eBay.
right.
It's your Target versus Walmart shopping. I
Right.
don't know.
I know we say that
Girl,
all the
that's what I
time.
say. That's what I say. I say it's your boutique or your car boot sale.
There you go.
That's what I say.
But you know what?
Uh,
That's where you get good stuff. eBay has, I mean,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
definitely doing well. I'm
I
just
get stuff off
chicken,
it.
y'all. I'm just I don't know what the holdup is about. I think mine is going to be time. I think that I'm doing what I can do right now with the booth and the shows. And if I try to add, I mean, I see these ladies and they are working day and night listing and taking pictures, and I'm thinking, do I really have that kind of energy and
I
time,
do think something will have to give if you try that, because what I found was the
Yeah.
hardest was I had a booth, I was on Etsy, and I was doing live sales. My biggest
Oh.
problem was trying to keep enough inventory for every profit category, because what
Hmm.
sells on a live sale was a different price than what was selling in my booth was
Yeah.
different than what was selling on Etsy. So trying
For
to
sure.
source at different levels, I had to close the booths because I was just making more online and my booths were sitting with
Hmm.
dust.
and they're pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There
I
was a
saw,
question real quick. Yeah.
yeah. Speaking of sourcing, I saw Thrifty Hippie ask. Now, I am from South Carolina, but I live in Texas. Um, I I only go twice a year to South Carolina, and I try to thrift when I'm there. It's very different. Texas has got a lot of old country, and the areas that I just travel to, I did find one little honey hole that I shared with Pam, Kiwi's Collectibles. My dad and stepmom actually found it and took us there. Oh gosh, that was so good. But I'm going to say that unless you're doing like estate sales or you're going to the little country towns out in South Carolina where there's a lot of history, I haven't seen that there's the volume of inventory in South Carolina. Now, I can't speak about North Carolina, but South Carolina, yes.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. 50 hippie. I remember you saying you live in Texas and you were thinking that you were going to move or you might, or, oh, you're from, yeah, you live in Texas and you're from Colorado. Oh, wait, I live in Texas. Yes, but I'm currently in Colorado. Yeah, you're living in two places. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Colorado's good thrifting. Colorado
Yeah,
has
girl,
good
let's stay
thrifting.
there. Let's stay there. No.
Check out
I
them
my
Goodwills.
Yeah, girl. Let us know. My favorite is Etsy, honestly. I do eBay. Again, like we said, like you have eBay, which is the car boot, and Etsy, which is the boutique. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer Etsy. I do list on both, but I think part of my problem is I list more on Etsy than I do eBay. Honestly, I like doing popping in every now and again on a live sale. It's a lot of work to get ready for a live sale. I don't. I mean, I know it's not the
Yes.
same as taking photographs and listing, but in its own right, it's a lot of work. And the Instagram sales, having people be having all them sales, ooh, that's a lot of work.
And for like 6 and 8 hours, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm exhausted. I
I'd be
think
like,
my
peace out, y'all. I'm
favorite,
gonna take a break.
I don't know. I enjoy the live sales because I get to chat with people that like the same
Yeah,
kind of stuff. I like my booth because I can just put it and store it and people get to see it. While the shows are a lot of work, I mean, and it is weeks. Like I have a show February 27th and we've already started
yeah,
and that's what Christine was talking about, the inventory. When she had her booths, you have to have a tremendous amount just because your booth has to be a constant churning.
hmm
Now, when you add a 1 day sale, it's like taking your booth on steroids and setting it up and then taking it back down and taking it home. And so, you have to have, because we probably had 1,500 people come through, even on COVID years for our
yeah,
sales. And they were looking for things to do, and there are collectors out there. So we had to really stack that booth. And there were times when there would be lines of people trying to check out. And, you don't get to visit with people as much when they're really busy like that. But um, I mean, I like it all. I just because you get to meet so many cool people.
yeah. We booths here are ridiculously priced. We could have if Jessica's still in chat, because we've looked, and it is ridiculous. It's not worth my time, no my money to do it. It's not.
And
So
and we're actually going to have a live chat on my channel. Barbie and Patrick are some guests on mine that we're going to do the pros and cons of having a booth.
mm, yeah,
Um,
I'm going to be watching
we
that because that's interesting.
Yeah, there are definitely pros and there's definitely cons, and there's different kinds of booths out there. So that's going to be, I think that's in February. And y'all, when you're talking about planning, if you're YouTuber or if you're Instagram or whatever, I mean, there are things that are already scheduled in December of the coming year. So it's just a lot to keep up with.
Well,
It's
Jenny,
truly a
you
business.
haven't. Yeah, it is. I see you're having your first show with Kat and Gino. They're so
I
funny.
think that's great.
Uh, you're gonna do fine. You can do absolutely fine. And if I don't really do live sales, but if you want to contact them, they can tell you. I mean, I can, but the 31st, you'll be fine. You'll do well because here's the thing about it's like if you're in something you don't really like it, people can tell. If you're selling stuff
Yeah.
that you really believe in and you really appreciate, that just shines through, and I think you'll be fine on your first sale. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like we said, booths are very expensive here. Christine, like said, with her booth, she had to had so much inventory. And like Beth said, you have to keep it fresh. You don't want because we know we shop in antique stores, right? I do. And I know, and I'll go through them. And if you go to them and they're like, they haven't changed their stuff in a month, and you don't want to buy anything from them. But you see that booth that keep turning over, you're going to go. You're going to buy stuff. They have sales and stuff too. So it's, like I said, I think the hardest is just, again, having the inventory,
Hmm.
getting the inventory, having the right inventory. And especially and I'll say this with live sales, a lot of people will make requests. Can you get this? Can you get that? And I wish I could. I mean, I live in England, so a lot of stuff I can't even get, like like what you have in the United States. I have a
Yeah.
lot of different stuff. And I covet some of the stuff y'all find, and I can't get it here, you know. So the next thing is, how do you balance everything? How do you balance work life? There's my hand. And relaxation. How do you
Oh,
find the
what's
time?
that?
I know, I know. Well, you have to do some kind of self, you know, self care. There has to be some kind of self care in your life. And what is it you do to help yourself either I think, hey, reselling could be the way you wind. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. How do you how do you find peace when you're like, okay, I've worked all day, I've done my reselling, I need to chill. I need because if you don't, you're gonna burn out. How do you keep from burning out? Christine?
I used to be really bad about that. And my hubby would be like, "You're getting to that point." So, one, the planner helped me because when I see my list is done, I feel better. And how I unwind is I have a glass of wine and I do some art.
Right.
So, especially this year, I started a new rule as of January. Every Sunday, I'm only allowed to work until 10 or 11 in the morning, and I have to take the rest of the day off. Even if it's just sitting on the couch watching TV, or I know you guys have seen, I've been making like these little artist trading cards
Those are stinking cute
Yeah,
too.
those are cute.
that are going to be package toppers for drop sales. I mean, I've started making myself take Sunday afternoons off, and I just have to tell myself, what's the worst that can happen if I don't work? I make one less sale next week.
Right.
Mental health is better. So we'll see how
Yes,
long
it's
it
very
lasts,
important.
but that's what I'm trying to do.
And she and her hubby like to watch movies together too. They
Yeah.
bond over Marvel.
And
Oh, I
DC Comics, and
mm,
yep, we're geeks.
I
Sci-fi,
love it.
CSI. Well, you like that too, Beth.
I do. I
Oh
love
yeah,
it.
the
Yeah.
murder mysteries, I'm all over that. Yeah, like buried in the backyard. That's my thing. Yeah,
That's actually you're
that's how I
laughing.
unwind. Yeah,
Murder.
We may be paranoid about the world, but we are unwinding at home.
Yeah.
actually,
She's not
they
practicing
laugh.
it. She's just watching.
They we laugh about it, but my degree is in behavioral studies. So for me, it's like I'm observing and watching, and I'm seeing if I'm right. Like if I'm seeing if I'm still in the game, kind of thing. And that is why we both kind of watch that. Anyway, for me, actually today, I am having a 2 hour massage after this chat.
Good for
So
you.
I try to have a massage once a month because otherwise my shoulders end up way up here, and that's not a good look because I already don't have a big neck. So the other way that I unwind is the brain dump and organize. For me, if I feel like I am on paper, I have my stuff together, like, if I'm organized, I feel like I can rule the world. If I am not organized, and honestly, if something sidetracks my cheese, then, no holds barred. It could be really bad.
Right.
But I try to really stay organized when I sit down on Sunday. Well, number one is every day I start with devotional because I have to ask, please just keep my center, my focus, because you'll get sidetracked with social
Yeah.
media and the things that people are
Mm,
saying and
mm.
comments that are being left, and you get sucked into all of that. So my first thing is my devotional and quiet time, which needs to kind of roll over into my driving to work, as the ladies will tell you, because people are crazy here.
Oh.
And then,
Mm,
I don't, unless church is canceled for a do good opportunity, I don't miss it. I miss a lot of things that happen on Sundays mornings
mm,
because
mm.
I have church. But
Right.
that is something that is a non-negotiable for us unless church is doing like a do good opportunity and not having service that day or something.
Yeah. So I relax by watching The Real Housewives of any given city and eating. Thank you. That's
Hey,
that's it's that simple for me. So I have a couple of questions, and I saw one up here. Hang on, y'all. I gotta go back, and it was just in. Hey, hold please. Here. Um, uh, Only Attic Treasures, Marianne. I've noticed that the smaller channels sell items for very little versus larger channels that sell the same things for much more. Why do you think? Anybody want to tackle that?
I did answer that in the chat for her in case we missed
Oh,
it
oh, sorry.
Did
to
we?
help out.
Where's it at?
I just said that it's the following. You know, if you have a small sale with a few people, you're trying to get your foot in the door, so you may just price lower. You don't want to scare people off with higher prices. But if you have a large following that's been following you for a long time, they know the quality they pick, they see what you're selling, then they come for that and you can get the higher prices. It just takes time in building your brand and marketing and building your following. So that, and like,
Yeah.
I know when I first started, I was nervous I wouldn't sell anything, and I put all my time into these sales, so I price things lower. But now my drop sales and stuff, I've got to price it closer to what I put in online because
Yeah.
I'm putting in the same amount of time to prep it for a sale.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't sell in that sale, it goes right to my eBay and Etsy. I just,
Yeah.
that's what you got to do. You just got to be brave to do it, and then people will know. And if they leave, you'll find someone else that'll come watch you. So
Yes. Correct.
And I think it also has to do with there's a difference in for my like me, I'm a little channel. 30 people maybe 30 people coming to my sale versus 2 to 700
200.
people coming
Yeah.
to a sale. I mean, it's just statistics at that point. The item is probably going to sell when there's more people there. I know that Christine and Michelle and Newton's Cupboard and I have talked a lot about this. The hunt, like Dolores said, was getting a really cool item at a really really low price, right? That's where the endorphins start kicking in. You're like, I got this for $1. Now whether
Yeah.
it's worth $500, you still got it for $1. And so what I do is, okay, yeah, I bought it here. As long as I make the profit that I need to make, having a fair market value, not I don't have to pay fees for eBay or Etsy. So I take that into consideration. You have to take
Mm-hmm.
into consideration the weight. As long as you can make, if you're happy with it, like Dolores said, you
Right.
like the item, you enjoy the sale, you enjoy the flip. Now, if somebody buys it from us and sells it on eBay for $200 more, I'm good. I got what
Yeah.
I needed to make out of
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. I feel the same. I made my money. Good on you. That's great. So I have another question, which any tips? Get
I
someone
use
else to do
pretty
it.
tissue paper to make it fun.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
And I installed a TV in my garage, so I'm not bored.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's usually when I watch my housewives while I'm packaging.
I watch YouTube videos and catch up while I am invoicing and packaging.
You got to think if you get it packaged, that means it's one step closer to done and one step closer to the money coming in. So
Right.
get it packaged means you get your invoice paid, it's done and out of the way, and you can go shopping for the new fun stuff. Just think of it as that last check to get it done quickly. And even like I
Yeah.
time myself sometimes to, make it fun when I'm talking to myself in the garage.
But I
See, I
like to
don't.
package so they open it and they're like, "Oh, it's so pretty."
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
like
do
the
I.
making it
Yeah.
pretty part too.
See, I find I don't mind packaging. I just wish I had a place like you see Misty, and she's got like tables and stuff, and it's like she's like paper, tape, thing, paper, tape, and I'm like, that's like a production line. I would
Has that,
love
and so
that.
does Michelle. They have
That's
these
what I
Oh,
have in
that's
my
big
garage.
tables with everything right there hanging, and everything
yeah,
is right
yeah,
there. I am working on an old dining room table. That's
yeah.
just
I mean, I got an English house, y'all. I ain't fitting that stuff up in here. Okay,
Hey,
my
Mama.
kitchen table.
My mom is here.
Hey, Bella Rose, girl, how you doing? Yeah, so that's and I think that you have to, find what works for you. What works for me is doing it in front of, like you say, if I'm watching something. Um, it's just it's that's the thing. It's part of the resale, and you're like, I sold all this stuff. Oh heck, now I got to package it all up.
Then I think about my
Y'all,
poor postman that's got to pick it up outside my door.
Oh, he get paid. I don't feel sorry, but
y'all, my first live sale. Well, first of all, let me just tell you what not to do. Don't try to sell 40 items or 60 items your
yeah,
first sale. Just don't do it. It was a hot wreck. I mean, I was so excited to be talking to people and I just kept showing stuff. But guess what? 30 of those items sold. And the first time I did a live sale by myself, I spent 11 hours at my bar in the kitchen invoicing and packaging because I had never done it before. And it was Thanksgiving Day, and we had to eat turkey sandwiches from like homemade like lunchbox turkey sandwiches because
Oh my.
everything was closed. 11 hours. So no, you know what? Do 15 items. And I will say that I think it's a lot more fun when you do sales with people because you aren't just talking to yourself.
Right. Yeah.
That's my favorite now.
That's really good advice, Beth, to like baby step it and learn the
Oh.
packing. Because yeah, I remember when I used to pack on my kitchen island, and then I rented a storage unit. I was packing out of a storage unit, and now I moved to my garage.
Yeah. Nope. My house is still tiny.
Yeah.
So here's a good question for other resellers and people on YouTube. So Marianne, I would love to see a video how resellers on editing and promoting on YouTube and Instagram. That's a whole thing there.
I
That's a
think
whole
I have
lot.
a video on making promotions on Canva, the free Canva app. I think I have a video on that showing how to make like the little cards for Instagram.
Yeah.
Last year, if you go to my channel and search Canva, Canva, you might be able to find it.
I'm just going to say that I'm technology challenged. So I use iMovie, and you know, I'm not a graphic designer. I just like stuff. And so I just literally show you all of the ways that I mess up and the laughs that I have at myself while I'm finding said stuff. You know what? And I do edit, and my first edit took me 8 hours. My first video took me 8 hours. And they have laughed at me every time I say that. But I just had to learn the technology. I do everything on my phone because I don't like computers. So I do everything on my phone. So
yeah, I use iMovie. I use Canva on my phone. I use iMovie. My first videos were like hood. I mean, very hood. It looked like a 5-year-old did it. But as I started to do them, you start to self-teach yourself things that you can, you know, you think, oh, I can insert this, I can do that. A lot of it's self-taught, and there's a lot of videos on YouTube to teach you how to. That's how I taught myself. And Jessica, Jessica helped me. She shut her back. I said, girl.
I posted a link to that Canva video for them.
Okay,
good.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go watch that.
And, yeah, I will too because I have Canva and I do use it, but I'm very like, oh, I don't miss anything out, you know.
And I actually paid for the Pro just because I use it now to make my weekly What Sold videos. I do all of that in Canva, and then I load it into YouTube. So.
And here's the thing: when you first start out, and I'm just going to say this right off bat, when you first start out and you're making videos and Instagram posts and Instagram reels, and you know, don't be so intimidated because someone else's looks great. That's them. You do you, boo. You, as long as you're doing it and putting, it out there so people know you and know that you're reselling, do the best you can. Over time, you will get better. They don't have to be so polished that looks like, you had a PR firm do it.
Yeah.
Do what you're capable of doing and do not beat yourself up over it. Do the best you can because you're going to get better over time. You will. I promise you that.
Yeah, and Christine and Michelle and Dolores and I are all friends. We talk daily, multiple times a day. And one of the things that we have all agreed on is do not compare yourself to other
Correct.
YouTubers that you see or Instagram people that you see, because one, you don't have 10,000 or 25,000 followers. You have 150. That's where you start, or you have 50. And also don't compare yourself to each other, because
Right.
Michelle in Newton's Cupboard, man, she's sun up the sun down because she's got kids, she's got a farm, she's doing all kinds of things. Christine, she's a morning girl. So before I even drive into work, Christine has done, I'm like, oh my God, I'll never be able to catch up because of all the stuff that she's been able to do. And then
but I don't do it after work. So what you're doing after work, I did in the morning. So don't
Yeah.
feel so bad.
So I'm
Yeah.
just saying your support system is just that. It's not comparing each other. Um, a lot of times it's saying, hey, oh my gosh, I just figured out that you could do this, this, and this. And they were like, yeah, I've been doing that for a week, but that's okay. But you just have to use it as a friendship and a support system versus competitive. There is enough junk out there for everybody. There is enough collectors out there for everybody. Everybody's in a different state. And they're different in their lives. Some people have children, some people have no children, some people are caregivers, and you don't compare yourself or you will go crazy. You'll run yourself in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you stay true to yourself, because the way you'll build your channel and your following is people want to know you. Like
Correct.
I'm an artist, I'm into brass, I'm into Afghans, I'm a cat mom. So people who associate with that
Yeah.
will follow me. So just be true to yourself, and your followers you'll find your
Correct.
people.
Correct. There's you gotta be who you are because that's what everybody sees. You can't.
Authenticity.
Yeah, authenticity. I am a crazy redhead living in the UK with cats and a
It's
husband who
true.
cooks all the time. That's exactly. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what comes across. I like to crack, and I crack myself up. You can see on my face, I'm laughing to myself like a crazy person. That's who I am, though.
With the Texas accent.
With a
Yeah,
Texas
with the
accent.
Texas accent. And I
Um,
used to edit that out, y'all. I'll be honest with you. In the beginning, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. I used to edit that out and be like, no, let's be pretty polished and act like your mama raised you right, kind of stuff. Well, this last couple of videos, I can tell you, they're coming out in February, and I left it all in. It is the raw version of crazy because I got myself into a little thrifting conundrum, and so yeah, I just left it in. I figured we'll just laugh at myself together.
so basic equipment is a phone, an iPad, or laptop to do lives. Pretty much.
I do it from my phone. I'm on my phone now, and
Me too.
StreamYard is free. So I use my phone, but I do read the chat on my iPad down here.
Yeah.
That's why I keep looking down, mainly because if you're somebody else's guest, you can't see the chat, but also
Yeah.
because I think I need stronger new glasses. Just saying.
So, so yeah, guys. Okay, so we're almost at the top of the hour. Oh, this was such a fun chat, man. I
It
love
was.
talking about
Thanks
reselling
for
and
having
part
us,
time and
Dolores.
oh, girl, thanks for coming. Y'all, thanks for coming on. Now, before y'all run off, we're gonna have a giveaway.
Let's
So,
do it.
like I said, let's do it. Everybody get your finger on the button. So we are going to, it's like I said, it's a 6 by 6 by 6 box. Actually, the best thing, I'll put my email in so you can email your address and your real name and all the info I need to send you something. So it's a giveaway. I'm sending it to you from me, the UK. It is going to be um, it'll be British
Thanks,
sweets
Erin.
and a vintage item. So, and I know that a lot of you in the States, I know that. In fact, all of you are, except for me two
And let
people.
me say, I've received several British sweets. Some of them I ate on a video. Others I just ate for myself and didn't really share. And Bella Rose got some of those UK sweets too, and she said they do not disappoint.
My husband
All
eats
right.
all yours.
Yes, Aaron, I will also ship to Canada, sweetie. You do. You can park pretty much anybody in here. So my email is in the chat. So what we're gonna do is you have to pick a number between 20 and 40. So oh yeah,
Okay,
Nancy knows.
go.
Go. Oh, go. And you can play as many times as you want till the number is hits. So
Pick a
this is a
number
giveaway.
20 to 40 and put it
Yeah.
in the chat. Okay,
Yeah. Whoa.
Christine, don't put your number in because you already know the number.
I'm
Yeah,
not putting it
Christine.
in. I didn't do it.
Yeah, right.
I
Oh,
don't know
Bella,
You'll
how
you
have to
too
watch.
can play, Bella.
I see it.
Do you?
Oh,
Who
you
did
see
it?
it?
Mm-hmm. I think I
Oh,
saw
I
it.
see it.
I
Was
see
it
it. I
Jennifer?
see it.
Is it Fish Chick Thrift?
I think I saw Jennifer Miller first. Hold on, let me scroll up.
Oh,
Again,
Jennifer Miller. Oh, girl, yes, I think I have her address already.
Yes, at 12:59, I saw Jennifer Miller first.
Let me see.
Jennifer Miller is there and the first person that I
This
see, and
chick
then
is
this
12
Yep.
chick.
chapter.
Yeah,
All right, so let
because the
me click
number was
31. Oh, there you go.
woo.
Jennifer Miller's got stuff. I think I have your email, Jennifer. I'm pretty sure, or your address. Pretty sure. Can you just message me again or email me again at dolomiller@outlook.com just to make sure I have the correct one? And congratulations, girl. You're going to get this here box. Look at that. Chock full of
Nothing,
candy.
Christine. We get nothing, nothing. We ate ours at Christmas.
I just want to put in that I'm always happy to answer questions. And so if you guys want to,
Yes,
I'm on YouTube. Side Street Market is my Instagram. You can always message me through there if you have reselling questions. I can get back to you during non-work hours, but I'm always happy to
right.
teach too if you have questions and you watch this afterwards.
Yeah, never be
Yes,
afraid to send a message to somebody on Instagram, even the bigger channels, y'all, because I will say that I have never had someone ignore my message. Misty will answer questions for me. George, the antique nomad, has answered questions for me. Everyone is super nice. So never feel like you can't approach anybody because everybody started at little channels, and
yeah.
as they grow they still have questions and we're still learning from each other.
Yes. You can email me at Damn Jewelry UK on Instagram, or even leave a comment in one of the videos on YouTube, and I'll, try to answer you. And I'll definitely message you back if you message me on Instagram for sure. And yeah, so all right, guys, thanks so much for coming.
Are you going to tell them what's coming up on your channel?
Oh, sorry. What's coming up on your channel, Christine? Go ahead
I
and
have
go.
I have a drop sale next Wednesday, Valentine's themed. It'll post at 8 a.m. pre-recorded. First to watch and comment gets the goodies. And then coming up in February, I think I have one more drop sale and then just my usual haul videos. So no lives
All
for
right.
me for a little bit.
Miss Beth, what you got coming?
A lot, because I
You do.
have more in my space in my head than time on my watch. So on Thursday, the 27th, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central Time, I am having a live sale and have invited a guest, Dee, the Southern Vintage Picker. She's another Texas girl, and she contacted me and had some questions, and I love to watch her what sold videos because man, she has the greatest way of going to, like, first of all, she has some amazing yard sales that she finds. I know I don't go to yard sales in this area much. So then there's that. And then Pam is going to be, Kiwi's Collectibles is going to be on my
Oh,
channel again. We're going to do another live sale on February the 3rd at the same time. And then that Saturday, the 5th, Dolo and I are back on my channel for a little chatty chat.
yay! So that's good. I've got a auction on Instagram coming up February 3rd and 4th, and that is with Charlie's Bubble Vintage Emporium, hashtag Charlie's Vintage Auction, and it'll be a static drop. So look forward to that, and I'll be on Best Channel February 5th, and I'm looking forward to it. And I have some videos coming out too. But guys, thanks so much. This was a really fun conversation. I
It
loved all your
was. Thanks for
questions.
having us.
Thanks for all you guys coming in. Y'all take care, and we'll see you soon. What is it, Beth?
Y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye bye.
All right, bye.